You tell him! You tell him I'm coming! Tell him I'm fucking coming!
Hey guys. Well, I managed to turn my fucking mic on. There's a first. Oh, I managed to turn my fucking mic on. Kill that so you don't get repeat. Oh. If my voice seems a bit funny, just before the stream started, I managed to pour energy drink pretty much straight into my lung. So, yeah, I'm probably going to sound a little bit like Columbo for a little while. Right. What shall we do next? Yeah, I think we did too badly with our thieving. I think I got a nice little bit of gear. See what we've got. Fuck me, I've got low. Low carry requirement. It's the middle of the fucking night. What time is it? 2 o'clock. I think I might just get dressed and sleep it off till the early hours. I need to get some skanky food inside me. What have we got? Yeah, we managed to steal a lot of pretzels from the dead folk because we're nice like that. I'll just say now a big thank you to Sniper and Patrick for their help earlier today making my graphics less fucky. If you think they look bad now, you should have seen them earlier. They were absolutely fucking abysmal. I think we've got some form of reasonable clothing. Tight olive hose. Look. Yeah, so that would be Warhorse Gambison. What the fuck? So I downloaded a patch earlier today. Pink Chaos. Hey mate, how you doing? Right. It's the middle of the night, so I might go and have a quick sneak around to see if there's anybody to help me with my shopping. By shopping, I mean stealing. Pink Hair says, I'm good, and yourself? Yeah, excellent, thank you, mate. Well, I don't know what time you joined the stream, but I just managed to pour energy drink pretty much straight into my lungs, so I'm feeling, if I sound a bit weird, that would probably do it. Right, let's see which. Can I use any of these? Yeah, I can use that one, and I'll store the other one for later. I've got 15 long distance arrows. Right. I'm not going to take those maps for now because for those of you who don't know, they're the first little mini DLC where you could buy some gear. So if I unlock those, I'll basically just be able to go and swoop around the map and go up and pick up a ton of weapons and I think it would be a little bit of a cheese. So, yeah, it's like top end top end plate armor, like end game plate armor. Like it's you know, quite nice looking if you're into fancy looking armor. It's not really my style of kit, but it's very nice looking. But I think if I were to just go and grab that right now, it would be a bit of a cheese. Fuck me, it's so nice to, I mean, it's not perfect, but at least it's, looking at the stream now, it doesn't look like fucking Tetris like it did last time. Pretty much every time I moved in any direction, the whole thing reduced to about 30 pixels. Excellent. Christ, I'm going to have to get used to I'm going to have to get used to having such low carry weight. Yeah, let's wait for a bit longer. I'm just going to see if there's any other shit that I can dump back in that box, because I want to go and meet the locals. Yeah. Meet the locals is a euphemism for going to knock some people out. Right, let's go and enjoy the countryside. I'm going to keep an eye out for a horse, because I have no money and I don't have a fucking horse. But, crikey. Let's have a little wander around and go and see if we can spot some wayfarers. And this is going to suck walking around at this speed forever. By the way, Pink Chaos, I'm glad your charity event went well. Very noble cause. Oh, fuck me. Right, this is a random encounter. Let's see with this. I have a feeling this guy's just going to fuck me.
What is it then?
It's about this. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What?
You heard? Don't try to wriggle out of it. Let's get to it.
Shit. This guy's not particularly good, but then I'm like level fucking nothing. We're in shit gear. Fuck it, let's go for it.
You know
What's the worst thing that could happen?
But since you're so keen on challenging me, let's do it.
Wonderful.
Fuck me.
Well landed. No kurva! Shit!
Fuck, I am massively out of my fucking depth. Fucking hell.
Now.
I might have to. Yeah, I think I think we'll call it a day on that one.
I truly didn't expect that.
Berghoff, kill him. What a bastard. You know what? If I was a little bit further from town, you know what I'd do right now. But I want to stay on good terms with Rattay. And these guys are in Rattay. So if they spot me choking that guy out, I've had it. Hello, Berghoff. Yeah, it was my other two playthroughs on my level 20, and I just thought, yeah, fuck it, I'll have a go. I didn't realise that he'd actually stop if I was fucked, which is frankly a fucking relief. Yeah, as soon as the fight started, I just suddenly thought, shit, I haven't been up to the sword trainer yet, so I don't know riposts, I don't know jack shit. Fuck it, we've had our first fight, we didn't die, and we can go back and murder him later. Right, let's go and have a wash. Let's see how we're doing. That obviously jumps out at us. I reckon we need to speak to Miller Peshek. It's the time. That daft bastard's not going to be up for a little while longer. So let's go and see if we can do a bit of poaching slash murder. I haven't got any fucking money, have I? How much does it cost to go and visit the prostitutes, I wonder? I won't lie, it's a bit of a shock being level fuck all after you spent a long time running around max level with top end gear. Let's have a little look. But this, I'm literally going to go and dump some gear soon, just so that I don't have to trundle around at this pace. For those of you who don't know, Miller Peshek, even though it's one of the first places you're ever going to find in this game, Miller Peshek is fucking awesome. He's a thief, and you can sell all of your shit to him. He doesn't give a fuck. Nearly everybody in this game will, to some degree or other, get upset if you try and sell them stolen goods, unless you're very lucky. Whereas the millers will buy anything. They're pretty much... what's the word? They're the black market of the game. If you're planning on doing a playthrough where you're stealing and burgling, these are the friends you've got to have. These fuckers just sit around sleeping all day. Yeah, he's not particularly friendly at first, just hello, thief.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm good for unconventional work.
But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
Fuck it.
I
Yeah,
think I've
count me
already
in.
heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Good luck to you.
Right, where is this spade? Yeah, I think I need to go and do some thieving first. Let's pick this spade up. A spade is a must-have item in this game. Because there's no nice way to put this. We're going to be stealing from some graves. So you always want a spade on you. Oh, hello, friend. Let's see if he will actually trade with us yet. I think it's too early.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can you tell me? That's all.
God be with you.
Fuck this. Let's get up into town and sell every last thing we've got on us. So at least I won't be trudging around like this at this speed for the whole time. I would say one thing that this game could really benefit from is would be a auto run button. It's actually a shame it doesn't have an auto run button. I'm going to grab some herbs while I'm here because I can flog those. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to actually have to bite the bullet. I'm going to have to go for a bit of a jog, get the fuck out of town, and go and see if any friendly wayfarers will help me out with some equipment. The catch-22 is, of course, that I could really use a horse. Because getting out of town on foot is not the end of the world, but getting back to town with a load of stolen booty is. Let's go and see if the prostitutes will... Didn't want to sit. See if I can do a deal with the... Come on, Herb. Excuse me, prostitute.
May the Lord watch over you.
She's the cleaner.
I'm interested in your services.
So what are you interested in?
I'll certainly need a...
I'm interested in more than that, but unfortunately I don't have much
and
money.
a hot bath and laundering my clothes.
But of course. Money first, though.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay? God bless.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Right, let's head up to Rattay and see what we can sell. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's one of those things with video games, isn't it, that when you start again and you don't have the mode of transport and you suddenly remember what a crushing shag it is to run around everywhere, particularly slowly if you're overburdened. But onwards and upwards. Berghoff just said, horse is uncommon, or you just out of luck so far.
Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Scout.
I'm a peon, Berghoff, that's the problem. At the start of the game, you're just,
You are, lad, and I'm
you're
the
just
Pope.
like
What do you want from his lordship?
an
And what makes you
extra
think
from a
he'll
Monty
see you?
Python movie.
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
I mean, to put it in perspective, yeah, I even have to talk my way into the fucking city.
I've lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood.
Right, let's go and have a word with the trader and...
A torch will help. Your fields lie fallow. Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter?
Good day to you. What do you need?
I need lots of fucking money, thank you.
Take care now.
Right, what can I sell? Sucks balls. 17 arrows. I really don't know what that warhorse gambeson is. I don't know where that's come from. I've never seen one of those before. It's just popped up in my inventory. All this shit. Better keep the bandages because with my fighting skill. See if we can do a bit of haggling.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Give me more money.
Satisfied?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
What about this?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Well, that's a decent price.
Fuck. Right, what have I got now? Now I've got 73 gold. That's not bad. At least now I'm not over encumbered. Let's go and see if we can sharpen our sword. But maybe buy a dagger. Do we have a dagger? We need a dagger because it's a dagger in this game is like a facilitating tool. It helps us facilitate murder. Dagger 18. Fuck that. We'll just have to choke some people out and hope one of them's carrying a dagger. Maintenance skills quite important in this because you get perks based on your actual maintenance skill, so you can repair stuff and repair weapons and repair equipment, and it will give it buffs providing you've got decent repair skill. So I tend to completely become OCD when it comes to repairing early game. Come on, Henry. Get in there. Is it weird I find this perversely enjoyable? I'm even self-conscious about how much I fucking enjoy doing this stuff. Zoo, how you doing, mate? I hope you got my message. Hopefully the graphics 94, that's going to do for now. Hopefully the graphics are less appalling than last time. Well, let's go and visit the prostitutes. Get myself healed up because I decided stupidly to have a fight with one of the shittest... Oh, free... Actually, fuck it. Let's have some booze. Drinking skill point. I decided to accept a duel from the Wayfaring Knight, who is is at the faint-hearted knight, who is fucking useless at fighting, but he's still a hell of a lot better at fighting than I was while I was level 1, and he kicked my ass, so I'm a bit fucked up. Virgil says that's a cool feature to the game. It is, because it kind of incentivizes you to take very good care of your kit, because your stats of your kit are dependent on how well maintained they are anyway. So if your sword starts to wear out, you do less damage. So this kind of gives it a second tier of advantage. DK, how you doing, mate? I think DK just said how much of the hoe. I think it's gonna be 30, but I was gonna say I'll see if I can massage that price down. Perhaps that's not the best choice of words. No, I don't need that.
I'd like to order something.
Covered in shit.
So
I've had my ass kicked. I've got a broken hand. I've got fuck all money.
A bit of everything. Heal my wounds.
So let's
have a
visit the
proper bath.
whorehouse. I'm
Oh,
very
my
good, thank you,
garments are in
DK.
need
Very
of
good,
laundry.
thank you.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
There is a perk,
Agreed.
late game, a speech perk,
That's
where you
not
can
enough.
actually do all of this for free. And seriously, it's fantastic. You end up just like
You
visiting the
won't regret
prostitutes
spending
5
the
times a
money.
day.
I guarantee it. God bless.
Odessa, I've never been there. See, that's more like it. Now I'm all shiny and clean. Jesus, that was that gutting moment where I just turned around and thought, I'll get on my horse. And then I realised I don't have a horse. What the fuck is that debuff? What? Ukraine wars. Jesus Christ! You're a brave man going to Ukraine. Oh, it's a very nice country when people aren't shooting down airliners. Right, let's get in and go and see. God, I'm so tempted to choke him out, but the guards are just there. Go in and see the next part of the quest. Sorry, I'll try and remember to call you Mad Dane, mate. We have to stay on good terms with Rattay. We're probably going to piss everybody else off. So we need to stay on good terms with Rattay. This is going to be the one place where we know we're going to get good prices through the rest of
What are you doing here,
the
lad?
game.
We thought you were done for.
Want to speak with Sir Rattay? Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with it?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Wrong room. Probably wrong floor.
Oh! What's where you going?
Well, it would appear I'm very bad at drinking. I've had one drink and I've got the hangover debuff. And it was like piss weak wine. It was pathetic. I guess I'm just going to have to keep practicing.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his...
If you heard that in the background, Mad Dane, that was actually energy drink.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh?
Sadly.
At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend
I like
of yours,
his,
Radzig,
I like
but
his
even
monks,
you have to admit,
his priests'
he brought it
robes.
upon himself.
I
I can't deny the king
get
neglected
those
the
off him
affairs of
later.
state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing?
Here I
No
come.
business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Oh, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe my
Yeah,
life.
scoff it up.
She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Come on,
Be that
cutscene.
as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir.
Really got to get Captain
take me into your
Roberts
service and give me the
unlocked
chance to
so we
learn
can
these things.
learn some decent
ball of
skills.
Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for
Hans
fleeing.
Capon is a bit of a turd, but he's a funny guy. He's a great character in this game. Very likeable.
Henry's earned some
Even though he is a bit of an arsehole.
How do you punish someone who's already lost everything? Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills.
Go with dice, saves time for the brothels.
Would you like to enter my service?
Sir,
What you mean?
Yes.
The dice
I would.
game
You
in
won't
this
regret
game.
it.
I've got no bent dice, so I'll probably lose all my money,
Don't it disappoint me?
which I've done
Oh,
before.
Fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear, you're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Shit, can I steal? Right, let's go up and train with Captain Bernard. So zoo fishing, do you mean the in-game sort of dice Farkle? Because it's quite a reasonable way to make money if you've got a couple of bent dice, because then basically every time you go to an inn you can just sit down, have a quick round and clear the other guy out. Unfortunately, early game,
Here's a hoe. Need straw for
it's
the
even odds. So there's a reasonable chance that you'll get fleeced. Just sitting here thinking, fuck, running everywhere. Ah, that's I like his armour. I think we need to do a bit of training with Robards. Sorry, Roberts. This guy has a question, eh?
My respects to you, sir.
Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't
He
have to
says
scream
Dice
at me.
doesn't take training.
I mean, why are you
Poor old
asking?
Henry is a sod and going to be a while. Yeah, he's shit.
But I need someone who knows the area
And the
well
Wayfarer
and
Knight
has
made
good
easy
ears.
work of me, and he's useless.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales with me for safekeeping. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Fuck me.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for...
I'll collect this quest, but there's just no point doing this quest without a horse. It means fucking off the other side of the river, putting traps down, coming back and checking on traps. It's quite a good little quest, but you don't do this quest on foot.
I hear they like pine woods.
Right.
That's just why you need to listen out. They kept twittering away the whole time they were...
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound a cat makes when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes. The question is, can you remember it?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right, here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby. He ought to be caught in it after a while.
I'll do that.
See how much his cheapest arrows are. Fuck me. 1 grosh and an arrow. Yeah. Fuck making an honest living. Let's go and steal some stuff. We'll do a bit of training with Roberts. Then we'll take Zoo Fishing's advice and go and see if we can do some stealing. Sorry, some gambling. Man himself. If you play this game yourself, you seriously want to spend some quality time with Roberts up at the training ground, because he can teach he can teach you a couple of useful things. But you've got to practice them. So he can teach you your ripostes, but you won't just magically have max level weapon skill. Plus, you have to have different weapon skills like swords, mace, axes, whatever. So yeah, there's no easy answer. You've got to come here and either practice with him or practice in the field. And obviously when you're practicing in the field, people are trying to stick a fucking axe through your head. So it's better to come here and get twatted around the head with a wooden sword than have your wig split out in the woods with a real axe. Come on, Roberts. So there's a Robards and a Roberts in this game, so that's why I keep getting the names confused. Berghoff says, fucking honest living. We're only going to be honest in Rattay. Everywhere else, we're just going to steal shit. Really, after this, I'm really tempted to just run up that road and then start choking people out. But let's do a little bit of training first.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzik said.
Yes, that's me.
Let's
I'm
get
the
to it
useless
then.
cunt.
That's what Sir Radzig wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. I'll be with you. So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly and keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it.
Easy for him to act like the big man when he's wearing all that fucking armour. And I've got a posh tunic. And some skiddies.
Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Good. That's it. Good.
It's slightly modified how the fighting works, or is it just me?
Very good. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times.
Pleasure.
Good. That's it. Not bad. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. Well done. Nice.
I have come and spent hours in previous playthroughs.
Now
I've
let's see how
spent
you do with
hours
these.
here.
It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow.
It's all double entendres, I tell you.
Well done. Nice. That's it. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Ow. Oh great, he's doing counter strikes.
Good strike.
Yeah, he can do counter strikes. He's got all of the trading. So counter strikes and ripostes are fucking deadly. And he'll do perfect blocks as well. Oh, fuck it. Like that. Motherfucker. Ow. I am exceptionally bad at this.
Fine. That's enough. My work cut out, it seems. That's life. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You
The only
strike
thing
2
I'm
times
taking
at the
away
side
from
where I'm
all
not
of
holding my
this
sword.
is I should just murder people.
That's very good.
Because fighting fair
Very good.
sucks.
Well done. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Yeah, this is a fun lesson. attack, and I will hit you very hard.
What are you waiting for? All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as
Two
I
fishes
start to
just
attack,
said,
you block.
never going to make
Move
it through the
not to
brothels
blade
if you
aside.
fight like this. Yeah.
Good.
I'm not going to even get there.
No, not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Not bad. Nice.
I'm going to keep this the start of this playthrough nice and simple. I'm just going to go with one-handed sword and shield. The best, in my opinion, the best all-round configuration.
Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. All right. That's it. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, if you pick up this game and you're not sure which weapon to go for, I would suggest. Oh, thanks. Not bad.
Good.
Smacks me in the
Now
fucking
try
head.
it full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go.
Ow. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, sorry, I completely lost my thread there. Sword and shield is a great balance between
Wait a while, Henry.
offensive capability and defensive capability. Plus, whilst you've got this shield in your hand, if you're going up against multiple attackers and they're shooting arrows at you, they can often hit the shield and spare you the damage. Then again, you might have, like, you know, RPG reasons for doing something else. I mean, some people really want to play with a big two-handed longsword, and that's absolutely great if that's what you want to do. Personally, I'm a pragmatist. I just don't want to get stabbed in the fucking gonads, so I take a shield and a one-handed sword.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you.
With pleasure.
All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. Yet the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance. Ah, that's it. Very good.
The combat in this game seems very counterintuitive and clunky at
Try it a
first,
little quicker.
but once
and get used to the rhythm.
you actually
Never
get some
take your eyes
practice
off
in
your
and learn
opponent.
how it works,
See a
it's
strike
actually
before it's
really,
even properly
really
started.
good.
All right. Ah, that's it.
That's it. Smacks me in the eye.
Very good. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction.
Yeah, I
of the
really
attack at the last
enjoyed
moment.
Skyrim, but
The
let's face
opponent
it,
won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike. So I
the
don't
combat
have
in
time to react.
Skyrim was, let's face it, just hack at the thing directly in front of you.
Not bad. Wrong, damn it. Wrong.
By the way, if you just repeatedly twat him, you'll get XP. Just so you know. So you can just drag this out forever. But I think you've suffered enough.
Wrong, damn it! Well, now, that wasn't
Right.
too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't
Doubt
get
that.
cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do.
Ooh, sheep.
Practice.
Things don't work out in the brothel. At least I found some
Rattay also
found some
wanted me to
sheep.
teach you archery. Come with me.